Hello!
Hello, and welcome back to the Lucky Goblin.
I'm Bordle.
And I'm Lucky J, and this is Pentiment Part 8, I think.
8?
Yeah, I actually went and double-checked, because I thought we were like at Part 5 or 6. No, we're at Part 8. It's gone well beyond the pale beyond. Last time, we decided to sneak into a salt mine, because there might be history down here.
Oh yes, for our mural.
Yes, because our
Dying father.
dying father, who was previously our dear friend, back when we were Andreas, God rest his soul, has been mortally wounded, and it's up to us, his daughter, hello, to finish the mural that he was working on. So we found some information, but then we decided we would sneak our way into the salt mine, where presumably there will be more information to gather for the mural.
There are a lot of different coins down here. How odd. It's not like this is a saint's well.
Well, let's get looking.
Oh, tablet. There's still writing on it.
What do we have here?
Oh, it's a poem. I think it's a love note. Ugh, I would have chucked this shit down a mine shaft too.
Wow, bad poetry. I love some bad poetry.
Oh, this looks like a larger version of some of Baltus's contraptions. This winch must have been attached to some sort of hauling and pulley system. Fascinating.
Fascinating. I've never been inside a salt mine.
Now that I'm down here, I should see what I can find from the Roman era and before.
Well, that's the whole reason we're down here.
Oh, bones. They're far too big to be human. No, horns! Looks like a mule to me. Maybe it'd hold that winch. Poor creature, dying down here.
Oh. You found animal bones once, didn't you?
I did. I was scared for a second that they were human bones and it was going to be a whole thing. But they were not. It was
Thankfully
deer
not.
or something.
What's this?
Oh, a piece of pottery. Oh, it's beautiful.
Shall we carry on or go into the side cave?
Side cave.
Let's go to the side cave. Wow. There's a lot going on down here.
Is this not slightly like the Resident Evil mine?
I hope it will not be like the Resident Evil mine.
Yes, we do not have a shotgun for one thing. Another shard. Oh.
Hello.
Oh.
These little carvings.
Yeah. Oh, these must be the same kind of figurines Till and the other farmers find in the fields. To think there are so many remnants of our ancestors scattered in fields and caves like this.
And as if like the two twins were just down here messing around with all this shit and they didn't realise how awesome it was.
There's pottery scattered everywhere.
Another piece.
Oh, another piece.
We're going to piece together a vase by the end of this.
As inspiration for our mural, do you think?
I would reckon so, yeah. Back to the mine shaft. I think that was everything in there anyway. Right, let's go deeper. Fortunately, we told literally everyone what we were planning on doing. So a lot of people already know we're here.
Here's another piece.
Cave or carry on?
Cave.
Cave.
Gotta loot every room.
That's true.
Ooh. What's that? Another
Another
piece.
piece.
Oh, another shard.
What's this? Something about Tassia.
There's a Latin inscription here. Tassia, give me water, or Pluto preserve me. This salt is drying me to death. Yikes. Doesn't sound like working down here was pleasant.
It's a good thing we chose that able to understand Latin. Can I go down these stairs? Yes, I can. Wait.
Ooh.
Hold on. I've only just realised now, this whole game I've been using the WASDs to move around.
Can you use...
I can use the mouse. I've been doing it this whole time. Oh, well, that would
Could
have
have
been
saved your carpal tunnel.
Ooh.
Oh, this looks like a Roman map of Tassing. I wonder what's changed. Let's see if I can map everything out. There's the aqueduct and the spring. The abbey was an old fort up on the hill, and there's the rest of the town. Wait, what's this building? I don't recognise it.
Which one? This one? This one?
Mithraeum. I don't recognise that word from any of my books. I can't quite tell what it's meant to label on the map. Maybe some sort of temple? Well, whatever it is, it's not in Tassing now. That's so odd.
Yeah. Or is it? What do we got over here?
Another inscription. It's not very formal. A worker must have carved it. Latius' soul ascended in the Mithraeum. My soul will descend in this damned hall of salt. Christ, that's rough. That's that word again. Mithraeum. It must have been important to the Romans.
Some sort of temple, maybe?
Another piece. I wonder if they're all the same pot.
Someone just left their pot lying around. Ooh. Cool.
Look at that little face.
Little guy.
This almost looks like an altar. But what would an altar be doing in a salt mine? It's even carved out of the salt.
People really liked their salt, didn't they? Okay, let's go. Stairs.
Oh, another piece.
There we go.
Hey, this piece looks like it matches the other piece I found.
Go us.
More Latin writing. If we cannot enter the Mithraeum, we will make our own altar to the gods. It sounds like Mithraeum was some kind of temple. I've never heard the word before.
It definitely sounds like a temple, though. Okay, I think that's everything in here. Let's head back up. Oh my goodness, what is this? This actually makes navigating stairs much easier. I had such an issue with stairs using the keyboard. Yeah, there we go. Right, let's keep looking. We found it. We already found quite a lot. I was expecting it to take longer.
Yet another pottery piece. I have a lot of these pottery pieces. I should find out if they're all from the same pot.
Oh yes.
Yay! I was hoping this would come.
Okay,
love a bit of a
I love a good
rearranging.
puzzle. We'll see which bit fits in with this first of all. Well, these look like these look like edge bits, you know.
Yeah, that's the first rule of a jigsaw, isn't it? Find the edge.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh, never mind. It rotates.
Is it a plate?
Actually, yeah, that's a point. It could be. Oh my goodness.
That bit there looks like bottom right.
Which bit?
The bit with the leg.
Yeah.
So like rotate that and then yeah, there we are.
Can I not rotate this little bit here? Maybe, and I can't put it. Once I've selected a piece, I can't put it back.
Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah, it is pretty annoying. I can move it around, but that's about it.
That
I can really spin it fast. Woo!
that guy's head up there, top
Yeah.
right, looks like he belongs to this body here on this right
Yeah,
here.
I'm thinking that as well. Maybe he goes here, and then this body. No, not quite.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Does he not clip on? Way, there we go.
That's fitting in quite nicely there. Oh, and it fits with the centerpiece
Yeah,
as well.
so yeah.
Okay, so this.
It seems like you got that bit in the right place then.
Yes.
By accident somehow. Maybe.
Could
Maybe?
be.
Yeah.
I'm just that good, you know.
Hmm.
I'm famed for my puzzle solving skills. In this game, I did Resident Evil.
Yes. Is that the torso of this guy here? Sorry, I realise in audio you can't see me pointing at the
Yes,
screen,
no.
but
Let's
no,
see.
maybe he doesn't fit there.
No.
Oh.
He looks a bit sad, doesn't
He does, doesn't he?
He's
He's
hiding
like-
behind that guy's butt, and he's just
He's
like,
kind of
oh,
like,
yeah.
ooh. He's like, I didn't want to come out. I wanted to stay in and watch Eggheads.
Yeah, I'm sure that's exactly what he was saying. The slime pieces that attach to this looks like
That's a big involved bit.
Yeah, look.
Oh, right.
So that
Right.
attaches
Oh, and then
to this.
that's the top bit for them.
And this is her face. I assume it's a she. There we go.
And then
Can we find her hair? Is this her hair?
yeah, it looks.
Okay, there we go. There's some hair. And then the hair goes even further down, so let's find another strand of hair. Oh, wait, here we go.
There
Yeah,
we
nice.
go.
No, you get out of the way. And then we've got a nice shoulder coming down here. Ah, I see. There we are.
It's very satisfying.
And this bit.
Yes. Oh, that was right.
Yeah.
It flipped around. There we go.
There we are. It's just this leg coming out of nowhere.
Yeah, where's that little sassy leg
Yeah.
coming from?
It's not this, is it?
It must be that guy. Yeah, twist it round. Yeah, it fits in there. Yeah.
There he is.
There he is.
Why is he on his back? That doesn't sound good.
He's prone. He's prone.
He's prone, yeah. Then I get the feeling this looks like it attaches on
To the main bit here, there.
Down below.
No? Oh, there, yeah.
Which means this bit goes here. There we go. This bit up here. That in nice and neat. This guy's knife up here. There you go, sir.
There we are.
Then
that's why he's sad. He's been stabbed.
Oh, I see.
He had reason to be. He thought he was upset.
Oh my.
Got it. The figures on this pot lid look like they're telling a story. These paintings must depict an early myth, even before the Romans. Let's see. That must be Perchta, and those must be forest spirits. Part of the Wild Hunt? Oh god. The next part looks like a human sacrifice.
Oh, good.
Somebody, maybe a chieftain, is sacrificing a man to Perchta. The bottom half of the lid continues the story. These look like spirits. They must be coming in to feast on the sacrifice.
Yum yum.
That must be how our ancestors tried to keep Tassing safe. They offered sacrifices to Perchta. To think that our ancestors made this and I'm holding it now. Maybe this is what I could paint in the mural.
Human sacrifices.
I'll have to think about it more before I decide for certain. Alright. I better keep going before I run out of oil in my lamp.
I mean, I know your daddy did say he wanted...
Oh, cave-in. The wood here looks newer than the first part of the mine. Was this collapse recent?
That's as much as we can explore, I think.
Oh, we'll be able to go any further with all the rubber. I suppose as far as I can go.
Rubble.
Rubble.
Where did all this rubber come
This
from?
rubber. It hasn't even been invented yet. Actually, probably has. I don't know. Still, the murals on the wall showed me what Tassing was like when the Romans were here. Hear me out, okay?
Okay.
Are the two murders, were they human sacrifices to Perchta?
I doubt it.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think so.
I mean,
Nah.
we sure?
Yeah, I feel like that's a bit of a stretch.
I wonder if I can find out where the Mithraeum was, or what it is. And putting the pottery shard back together showed one of the earliest stories of Tassing. I think I've seen everything I can down here, and my oil is running out. Time to climb back out.
Yeah, let's go.
Yes. We have...
That's quite
quite
we got quite a
fruitful.
lot from that, yeah. Nice little bit to add to the mural, although I don't know if people will be happy that we're putting human sacrifice on the wall. That might be a bit controversial, you know?
Yeah. I wish we could bring those little figurines back with us.
Yeah, they're cool.
Oh!
No.
Oh, no. Ah! Wait, who's that? Hello? Someone there? I better get out of this shaft before another rock comes crashing down. Who's that?
Is someone after Magdalyn, perhaps? Maybe the person that attacked Daddy?
Yes.
They wouldn't, because clearly whoever attacked him didn't want the mural to be finished. So stands to reason they wouldn't want Magdalyn finishing the mural either.
Who was that?
Yeah.
Even Apollo and Artemis would have helped me out of here. Well, now that I have more information, I can make some decisions on the first section of the mural. I should get back to the rat house and get to work.
Tick-tock. It's hard to tell what's what anymore without Vespers and Gnomes, Matins. I miss
like
that.
this clock, though.
Yeah, it's nice. I miss, I liked the little clock that we had. Hello, Piggy. Maybe you should be going home.
Oh! You!
I'll do.
Okay.
You!
Yes?
I'm Halabrant, the Lord's gamekeeper. Why are you grazing pigs in the woods?
I'm not! That's not my pig.
I've been walking around this forest for hours. Other than the charcoal burner and the tinker, you're the only other person I've seen. If the pig doesn't belong to you, what are you doing here?
Does everyone have to justify being in the woods?
If I think you're stealing the Lord's wood or illegally grazing your pigs, yes. Alright, let me ask a different question. Whose pig is this?
I don't know. The pig was in the woods when I came in here.
Ah, a mysterious lost pig, who apparently belongs to no one.
I suppose so.
Whoa! If I find any more pigs in these woods, I'll kill them on the spot. And those who brought them here. Do you understand?
Yes.
Good. Remind your neighbours what happens when you break the Lord's laws. God, they're not much better than the abbot.
Piggy! I knew the Lord's men patrolled these woods, but I've never seen one before. I didn't realise they were so strict. I suppose I should consider myself lucky. Anyway, time to get out of these woods and go back to the work at the rat house. Oh, the pig was so wild and free. No, I'm so sorry.
Should have been a bit wilder. Should have run a bit further. Hello, you little shit.
Hey, Magdalyn.
You little fucker, honestly. Okay, let's go. Are we going to put human sacrifice? That's not where I wanted to go. What is the first part on the mural?
I mean, murals have contained weirder.
That's true. I do kind of want to honor our dad, Magdalyn's dad, and be like, let's put the truth. But then, you know, people don't like the truth. They get upset by the truth. Right.
Sounds like a them problem.
TikTok.
On the clock.
I mean, I assume it's going to let us choose. And... Well,
he just
Max,
came out the wall.
How's the mural coming along?
Magdalyn.
Can't you let it go? Mags is so much easier.
It's really not. No, Otto Zimmerman, I can't.
Ugh, don't call me. Fine. Anyway, Magdalyn, how's the mural going? It doesn't look like much yet.
What would you know about it? Do you even know the difference between egg tempera and oil paint?
Wow. I mean, one has an egg in it, I guess.
You're hopeless. I've only just finished priming the wall. Now I have to decide what to depict. It's hard to piece together the history of Tassing when it happened so long ago. Since the Abbey library burned, I can only rely on stories from people around Tassing. Even what I could find out about the Romans and pagans was obscure. I had to go into the old salt mine to find anything. At least I know what to paint for the first part of the mural.
So, what is it? Ooh.
Ooh, okay.
So we've got a choice of 4. We can do pottery and tools to show how we lived before the Romans. We could do about Smokey's story about Mars as a wolf, the nymph Tessia, and how spring was blessed. We can do the story of Il Peter. Or we can do the image we found of the human sacrifices.
What do you think?
Not my decision.
I feel like the church might not like...
Church isn't here anymore.
Oh, yeah.
But also, yeah, human sacrifice. I mean...
But also the nymph one is salacious.
Yeah, people love salacious stuff. They love a bit some titties in a mural, don't they? But, yeah, we know that Klaus wanted the truth.
Yeah.
And that's why he was attacked. So do we honour his wishes at the cost of the risk that someone might try the same with Magdalyn, or that we might upset the town because, oh hey, human sacrifice.
Let's do it. Go on, let's be brave. I'll recreate an image I found in the mine. It showed how our ancestors made human sacrifices to appease Perchta and the spirits.
Human sacrifice? Don't you think that's a bit much? I don't know how the rest of the town will take it. Especially Father Thomas. So what made you choose this story anyway?
I don't think we should hide our pagan past. It's what our people did.
I guess that's true. Still, I think it will shock some people. Especially Father Thomas. Thanks for explaining it.
Of course, I want you all to understand why I'm making these choices. Well, now that I've figured out this portion of the mural, I'd better start thinking about the next section.
I'll leave you to it, Mags. Magdalyn.
Good night, Otts.
Good night, Magdalyn. Paint that mural.
Now that I've decided how to depict Tassing's earliest history, I should decide how to paint Kearsau's history.
Kearsau.
Mother Illuminati's letter mentioned that a Matteo Falknisau used to be a brother in Kearsau. She said he knew a great deal about the Abbey's history. I should write to him and ask him what he remembers. Oh, and I have Esther's letter to answer too. I should write them both now, before bed. Oh, before I write, I should read that old book Brigitte gave me. Maybe I'll learn something pertinent for the murals.
Where is this book? Yeah, it's probably on our writing desk. I think it's like a joint writing and reading desk. The Historia Tassia. I'm actually quite excited to read about that.
Alright, where to begin? Right, the old book. It was the Baron's before Martin stole it.
The Historia Tassia.
When the Romans, having conquered the town, built up the walls around it, they established many temples there. This is harder to read than I thought. The book isn't in great shape either, since it's been sitting in a farmer's house for so long. Let's see. Oh, there's a section about the various dedications erected in the town. That might be easier to read. Ergo simulacrum in agre ut Mars nostrum operum conspirisat. I raise a vision in a field so that Mars may behold our work. Sidit Diana loco scaptigerina
The Virgin Roman goddess of the hunt and the wilderness, also associated with fertility, the moon, and the underworld. Like a nymph.
Diana sat in a place with water oozing up from herself.
Oh my.
Oh my, what does that mean? It's a bit blue, that. Ormus ut defendet oppidum. Let us pray that he or she may defend the town. None of this really makes any sense. Maybe someone with better Latin than me could help me read it. The book is so big, though. It'll be a lot of work.
If Andreas was still here, he could probably read it.
I could ask such a Gertrude or Baltus for help.
Oh, yeah, I suppose that makes more sense.
Werner, too. He's much better at Latin than anyone else in town.
Is that the doctor? Yeah.
Maybe even Father Thomas, though Dad warned me not to bother him with secular books.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to go with Father Thomas. I don't trust him.
Chances are slim they could help, but it might be worth asking about. I should finish writing my letters first. Mother Illuminati told me that Matteo knew some of the Abbey's early history. He's the Archdeacon of Sion now. I should write to him before the snows come. I'll write to Esther too.
Right.
Most revered Matteo Falconi Sau, Archdeacon of Sion. My name is Magdalyn Druckeryn. I'm the daughter of Tassing's town printer, Klaus. My father and I are creating a mural for Tassing's rat house. We want to show the history of the town and the abbey. I heard you were the sacristan at Kearsau and knew a great deal about the abbey's early history. I understand you are a busy man, but we would be most appreciative of any information you could give us. If you know of any other places where we might learn the abbey's history, we would appreciate it. I know it may be small comfort, but there are many in Tassing who regret what happened during the revolt. Sister Gertrude is still here, with the Poor Clares, and she speaks fondly of the Old Abbey. Thank you for your help. Magdalyn.
Oh, Sister Gertrude's with the Poor Clares.
Esther. Please forgive me for not writing sooner. Christ, I don't even know where to begin. The whole world seems to be crumbling around me. Even as my last letter was en route to you. Dad was attacked in the workshop in the middle of the night. He survived, thank God, but his injuries are terrible. I worry about him. He's so dizzy he can't get out of bed. Some days his eyes become foggy and his memory fails him. Dr. Stoll says that he's not going to recover, that it's only a matter of time before he succumbs to the injury.
You sound so sad about it.
I don't want to believe it, but it's hard to argue with Dad's condition. I have no idea who could have wanted to attack my father or why. I found a note by him, too. All it said was, "Stop." It wasn't from the shop, because the script was written in the most elaborate hand I've ever seen. No one in Tassing has much skill in script, as far as I know. And anyway, I don't have the time to wonder about it. I've had my hands full running the workshop alone while tending to Dad. What's more, the town council intended to cancel the mural entirely. I had a hell of a time convincing them to let me paint it instead. They made a fuss about my being too young, not experienced enough, not strong enough to be on the scaffold. You know how it is. I suppose I shouldn't have expected any better of them. Working on the mural has been a welcome distraction from the naysayers and my chores. And I'm worrying about Dad. Otts has been coming over under the pretense of helping me prepare my paints, too. I wish he'd stop. He's not subtle and his flirting is annoying. I'd like to have the whole mural finished by Christmas if I can. I just want to finish it in time for Dad to see it. It would mean so much to him. If Dr. Stoltz is right, I don't know how long I'll have. I hope you're faring better than we are. All my love. Magda.
Hey. Assume it'll pass another few weeks while we wait for Mateo's letter back. Is it nighttime now? Yeah, we should probably go to bed.
It's late. I should get some rest soon.
Let's do it. Does Magdalyn not dream like Andreas did? Where's her counsel and dream figures? Oh my god, get under the covers. Yeah, here we go. Oh. Only a month and a bit till Christmas.
Well,
Mistress Druckeryn, a few more letters for you. Yeah. Here you go. Take care.
thank you, sir. Safe travels.
I'm looking forward to this.
First letter is from Reverend Mateo.
Oh, look at it. Oh, he's still with what's his face. Mistress Druckeryn, I was not acquainted with your family during my years at Kiesau. Even so, I remember your father was one of the townsfolk who prevented the peasantry from burning us alive. I am not overly inclined to assist the people of Tassing in their endeavours to catalogue the origins of the abbey they destroyed. However, it was a long time ago. In the interest of posterity and Christian charity, I will tell you what I recall. Some time after the Romans left, Christians settled in the region and built Kiesau Abbey on the ruins of a fortress. The abbey was founded by a noblewoman of the Kiesau family. She was both its patron and its first abbess. Perhaps 2 centuries ago, Kiesau changed to being run by an abbot. I do not know the reason, but many other double monasteries did likewise around the same time. It may have been done out of fear of being shut down, as double monasteries were frowned upon by the people. Sadly, this is the extent of my knowledge. Your neighbours put any other records about the abbey to the torch. Sic acit historia Kiersis. This thus burned the history of Kiesau. While we cannot change the past, I have heard that the sisters of the Poor Clares have formed a new chapter at the abbey. I can only hope that their love of apostolic poverty has not driven them to impoverish the shrine of St. Moritz. Assuming they have not consigned the contents of Kiesau's former occupants to a bonfire, you may find something there. It is hard to be overjoyed at the news of your neighbours' late regrets. Many of the injuries inflicted 18 years ago will never heal. Regret cannot undo what has been done, but we can all find redemption through Christ. We must pray for love and reconciliation in the days ahead. In the end, that is all that matters. Winter comes swiftly. Huguenots and Lutherans plague my homeland. Thank the Lord you still live in a land ruled by the one true church. I hope this has been of some help to you and yours. May God keep and protect you. The Most Reverend Matteo Faustini Sal, Archdeacon of Sion. At least he's still with Hubertus. That's nice.
Another reply from Esther. Oh, Magdalyn. I'm terribly sorry to hear about your father. My parents send their deepest condolences. We can provide you anything from Prague. You need only send word. I know we are further away than it is easy to travel, but I will see that we can do what Hashem allows. Father says he remembers no one who would want to harm your father. And yet the night I was born, he remembers great strife in town. Perhaps there is old blood over depicting the night of the revolt? That is all he could suggest. We pray for you and your father every day in our offerings. Hashem will make things all right in time. He will exact justice on the culprit. I am encouraged to hear that the town council let you continue the mural at all. The guilds here would protect your right to complete a job, especially once a contract has been reached. You give the men of the council too much grace. Why should you be forced to settle for their old ways of thinking? We live in a new age. An age where art and science have come together. An age where all may read the works of the great sages in their own language. Truly, when your father recovers, I urge you to come visit me in Prague. But I am glad you found some joy in your work on the mural. We are all well here. Elisha has been carving a new set of woodcuttings, and Father has agreed to a new contract with the university. I found Simond. His family didn't move far away after all. He's planning on working as a doctor in the city once the expulsion order ends. His parents have been meeting with Mother and Father quite often now. So I hope I will be sending good news in my next letter. With Hashem's help. Please inform us of your father's condition in your next letter. Be well. Esther. That's all the letters I have for now. I should head home and check on Dad.
You'd better be alive. Hey.
Werner was supposed to come check on Dad today. I wonder where he is. Maybe I should try to find him later.
Good morning, Magdalyn.
Morning, Dad. Feeling any better? Your fever broke at dawn this morning.
A little stronger. All things in time.
Do you want anything to eat before I leave for the day? I'm working on the next section of the mural today.
I'm not so hungry right now. I'll be all right. Your letter from the Archdeacon, yes. That's right. What did you learn from him?
He seemed sad over what happened during the revolt, hesitant to tell me anything. He did say the abbey was founded by a noblewoman after the Romans left. Everything else was burned in the fire.
How unfortunate. I know the brothers kept careful records of the monastery. So much lost in one night.
The Archdeacon did suggest the Poor Clares might have held on to some of the records from the convent. I should be able to learn more about Tassing's Christian history there.
An excellent place to start, Magdalyn.
Sister Gertrude doesn't come out of the convent much, but I think it's worth asking her. Maybe Father Thomas knows something too. I should talk to him.
If I recall correctly, the miller's wife has a long family history in Tassing. She may know something of the local history that the others have forgotten.
Elsie? I thought she moved here when she married. She doesn't have any relatives in town.
Not anymore. Age, illness and marriage took the rest of her family. But the Cavierzels used to live all up and down this valley. Go talk to her,
I will. Thanks, Dad. Maybe something remained in the Abbey's ruins. I should definitely see what's left.
Magdalyn, you be careful. Those ruins are dangerous.
I won't go far into them, Dad, just to take a look.
All right. Wear a scarf, too. It's getting cold out now. I can feel it in my old bones.
Don't worry, Dad. I'll see you tonight, all right?
All right. Good luck.
I wonder if getting into the Abbey ruins will be this chapter's equivalent of the salt mine.
It's my birthday.
Is it your birthday? Oh. Go to sleep already? What? Is it nighttime already? I want to go to sleep. Oh, hey, Clara. Oh, Clara's here helping out.
Oh, yeah. Magdalyn, dear. Hello, Clara. Thank you again for helping me look after the house. I can't tell you how much more time this gives me to work on the mural. Oh, it's no trouble. You have your hands full as it is. I know Dad really enjoys the company while I'm working too. Oh, yes. He sleeps most of the day, but he's been in good spirits whenever I drop in on him. You two keep a clean house too. Well, aside from the workshop, but I can't blame you for that. I've left that to you to take care of. I don't want to damage any of your supplies. Thank you, Clara. Truly, you've been such a blessing to us both. Oh, you're such a dear, Magdalyn. God bless you.
Clara's always been there for us. She's a awesome.
I'll clean it up later. The mural's more important.
Right, where to first? We still need to get the rest of this book translated.
Yeah.
She mentioned the doctor. She also mentioned Father Thomas. I don't particularly like Father Thomas. I don't know. Journal. The Poor Clares, Father Thomas, yeah. Elsie at the mill. And then we need to get someone to translate her story at Tassia. Either Sister Gertrude, Baltus, Dr. Salt, or Father Thomas.
Well, if we go to see Sister Gertrude, we can kill two birds with one stone.
That's true. But we did also... Oh, the Gertners. There's something down here for the Gertners, and I can't remember what. Anyway, so that's Elsie, right? That'll be Father Thomas. I don't actually know what that is. I don't know why that's... Elsie... the Poor Clares, Sister Gertrude... Baltus, Dr. Salts, and Father Thomas. I mean, Magdalyn was like, where's the doctor? He should be here, so I think we should go...
Yeah, maybe that's a priority.
Oh, because Balthazar and Weller are both here.
Yeah.
Let's go talk to them. The thing is, if we have to give them the book, I want to make sure we get it back.
Yeah.
What's all this about?
The...
Hey, Craft. Hey, Magdalyn. Come to admire a well-chiseled craftsman at his best.
Oh, where? I can't see one.
Ouch. I suppose I stepped into that one. Have you come to see the repairs? The repairs I've been doing, then? To tell the truth, it's not going as well as I'd hoped.
What seems to be the issue?
I assumed I'd hit a snag either when it came to the stone or the tools, or my lack of artistic skill, but it's more than that. It's like in my head, I can't see the right way. Besides, my dad wants me to help out on the farm more. I want to be there, but Grandpa told me everything about the craft. He really wanted me to succeed, and I do enjoy the work. It's as if I can talk to the stone, you know. Not literally, but I can see how lines of tension flow through the rock. I understand how to form one thing from the other, how to create, make something that lasts. Grandma even offered to sponsor an apprenticeship under a master stonemason. Dad will support me either way, but I still feel like I'm pulled both directions at once, you know? What's this?
Agnes is offering Craft a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
She's offering him to become a master craftsman. Craft will become a crafter.
With the right master, he could really make something of himself. He should go. His family will be alright without him, right?
Why does it look like something popped out? Right?
If you can support your family and it makes you happy, it's the right choice.
Oh, when you say it, it sounds the most reasonable way, doesn't it? But I still can't get away from the doubts.
No one can fully escape their doubts, but don't let that stop you.
God, I wish I had your confidence and fortitude. Did you learn all that from Klaus? Christ, this is hard. I don't know what to do.
I think you should take the apprenticeship.
Ha!
It's better than staying in Tassing, right?
You did not convince him at all. I don't know. I like it here, and I have enough experience from Grandpa to keep going. Besides, if I'm gone, there'll be no one to look after the town's stone. The church's foundation is in serious condition, and who's to say there won't be another flood come spring? No, I think I should stay. I'll have to tell Grandma I've made up my mind soon. Well, thanks for listening to me, Magdalyn.
So our friends are for, right?
Well, work beckons. Father Thomas asked me to reinforce the walls of the church. To be honest, I'd like to reuse stones from the ruins of the Abbey, but Father Thomas forbids it. Says it's unseemly. It's just quality stone going to waste. I don't get it.
He's being meek, as he always is.
I don't understand Father Thomas sometimes. Alright, stay well. Until later, Magdalyn.
Until then, Craft.
Oh,
What's
well.
with that massive pot?
Here's a big pot. Apollo. Hey, Magdalyn.
Whoa! Oh, he's drunk.
Well, that explains where he is.
That was his thing, that was his carafe that was smashed.
That explains that.
Hey! Wake up! Wake up, damn you! You were supposed to come check on Dad today. I don't have the strength to carry him home. I have to tell someone. Maybe Baltus, they're still on friendly terms. Naziu could help.
Chest hair.
Chester. Or Big York, he's strong, he could do it. Ugh, what a mess.
What a useless idiot. Well, Baltus and Nazi are literally just up the road here. Or we could go to Big York.
Let's go to Baltus and Chester.
Fuck off, Apollo.
Hey, Magdalyn.
Well, I guess we're not asking him to translate for us. Hey, guys.
Hello, Baltus. Do you have a moment?
Only one, I'm afraid. What can I do for you?
I came across a book about the history of Tassing, and I was hoping you could help me read it.
Oh, no, not today. I'm far too busy for that at the moment. Nazio and I have our hands full preparing for the Christmas ale, you see.
Of course. Sorry to bother you.
Not at all. Apologies, I couldn't be of more help. But actually, there was something else we needed to talk about. Ah, hello, Magdalyn. What can I do for you? Again. We didn't have a lesson planned for today, did we?
No, Baltus. This is about a different matter. I found Dr. Stoltz passed out drunk in the commons, sleeping in a ditch.
Ah, I see. This is becoming an increasing problem, isn't it? I shall fetch Nazu and we will carry him home safely. Thank you for letting me know, Magdalyn.
Nod.
Hey, Nazu. Ciao, Magdalyn.
Ciao, Nazu. Cum stai? Hello, Nazu. How are you?
Bene, bene. Good, good. The winter is approaching quickly now. What is it you say here? Perched pinching at your nose.
Yes, that is the saying.
Balthus has been explaining many of your funny Bavarian sayings to me. I must admit, they are rather charming, even if the language is a bit rough to my tongue.
Will you be staying in Tassing long enough to learn more of our funny sayings?
I should return to Genoa soon, but Balthus and I still have some business to conduct. It has taken longer than I anticipated to complete. His accounts are complex. I may be forced to remain a few more weeks. Dio, who knows?
It must be difficult for you to be so far from home for so long.
Balthus has made me most welcome, so I'm in no particular rush. I only wish to return to Genoa before any heavy snowfall. Otherwise, my journey will take twice as long.
I'll let you get back to work then.
Grazie, Magdalyn. Until later. Bye. Right, well, the doctor is a fucking useless idiot.
To the Abbey.
Well, we've got Father Thomas, Sister Gertrude, obviously the Abbey to speak to the Poor Clares. I don't know what this is down at the Gertner farm.
I don't know either.
Should we check it out?
Yeah.
Have a look. You useless idiot. He literally has one job. Hello.
Oh, Magdalyn, how are the hinges on your doors?
Fine, I guess.
Maybe Edra should take a look at them. I would have asked your father, but, well... Anyway, you wouldn't believe how many people in this town leave their hinges to rust.
I didn't realise you had such an interest in hinges.
Oh, it's not my interest in particular. Paul would like to institute a yearly check of all homes in Tassing.
What do you think of the idea, York?
Well, it's not a bad thing, but I don't see why we need to make it official. Everyone in Tassing helps each other. As I see it, if someone notices a house in disrepair, we all pitch in to fix it. To do anything else would be unchristian. But if Paul wants to see it through, I'm happy to go along with it. It makes me feel useful, you know? Speaking of, I'd better get back to work. Nice to chat with you back there.
See you later, York.
Il Peter is still alive. Veronica.
Hello, Magdalyn.
See our old room. So many memories in here. Well,
Yes.
that's enough about that. Of going to bed. The little shit. Actually, no, she wasn't a little shit. Ursula's great. I miss Ursula. Yeah, she's still alive. Magdalyn. Right, let's move on. Do you want to go to the mill, the church, or the abbey? Because
The Abbey. To see Sister Gertrude.
so we're just going to ignore the stuff in the town at the minute.
That's good. Well, we can do that if you want.
No, I just don't know what. Because I'm not sure if it's going to be something locks out something else. Because we could just go bomb, 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 or we could go to the abbey and then come back into town and talk to people.
Let's go bomb, bomb, bomb.
Father Thomas,
Yeah.
the miller, and then the abbey.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think you're right about getting Sister Gertrude to translate the book. I mean, we give it to Father Thomas, but he's on the council, and it was someone on the council who attacked Klaus, I think, anyway, I reckon. Father Thomas. God bless you, Magdalyn.
And God bless you, Father Thomas. Do you have a moment?
Of course. What can I help you with?
I wanted to ask you about Tassing's saints. I'd like to represent them in the rat house.
Oh, I'm thrilled to hear it. The saints will make a wonderful centerpiece for the murals.
Let's make a deal. I listen rapturously as you tell me about the saints, and you don't press me about putting them in the mural.
Very well. But you know, there is one saint you're overlooking. Why, the Blessed Virgin, of course, Mary. Many people forget that Mary is the greatest saint. And she visited one of the peasants here in Tassing centuries ago.
The Virgin Mary appeared in Tassing? Why?
Yes, she appeared to give a message. Centuries ago, a farmer in the fields behind us had 3 visions of Mary. In the first, she told him that she wanted him to tell the Bishop of Freising that she had appeared. The peasant travelled down to Freising, but the bishop would not see or hear him.
That seems like a reasonable response, all things considered.
Perhaps, but blessed are those who believe but have not seen. But sadly, the bishop did not believe. The peasant returned to Tassing and had another vision in the field. The Virgin showed him a pattern, a labyrinth. She told him to draw it on a sheet of birch bark and bring the drawing to the Bishop of Freising.
Why didn't you just give him the labyrinth the first time?
The bishop attempted to turn the peasant away, but he could see the drawing of the labyrinth in his hands. It was the same image that the bishop had seen in a dream 3 nights earlier. He met with the peasant, who told him of the 2 apparitions he had seen here in Tassing. The bishop was moved by the peasant's story, and he came here to Tassing.
Keep listening.
And when the bishop came, Mary appeared to both of them. She told the farmer that the town needed to build this church. She told the bishop to support the town.
Keep listening.
And so the bishop helped fund the creation of this church. The people of Tassing have been using it ever since.
When was the painting made?
I'm not sure. Maybe 100 years ago, maybe 300. And of course, I couldn't tell you the artist, unfortunately. But it's been here as long as anyone can remember.
Thank you for the story, Father Thomas.
You are most welcome, Magdalyn. God bless you in your work, Magdalyn.
God bless you, Father Thomas.
Ah, so that's what this is.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Oh, cool. But also kind of contradicts what we were told by Matteo, who said the place was founded by a woman. Unless the bishop was a woman. But it said it was an abbess. Right. Hey, baby Andreas.
Hello. Good day, Master Mueller. What are you up to today? Drawing. Anything interesting? No, secret. I'm good at keeping secrets. I'm drawing Sooth. Oh, I see. I'll leave you to it then.
He's going to become an artist, just like his namesake.
Good morning, Magdalyn. How's the mural coming along?
I'm making good progress. I've started working on the history of the saints today.
Good, good. Tassing is a pilgrimage town, after all. I trust you'll take the council's opinions on the matter into account.
Respectfully, Paul, no one else in town can do this project better than me. Won't you leave details to me?
All right, Magdalyn. You can choose what to paint, and we'll leave you to it. I trust your good sense, and Ots does too. You're well suited to the job. All I ask is that you keep the Lord in mind. The mural is for Tassing, but we have others to appease as well.
I understand.
Thank you, Magdalyn. Anyway, I'm glad that the mural is coming along well. Forgive my sudden questioning about it. I've been so busy preparing for the council's next meeting. I haven't had as much time with Anna as usual. She says I get a bit frantic when I'm overwhelmed.
Maybe you should take some time off from the council, Paul.
And let Jorg, Werner and Baltus run the town on their own? Christ, can you imagine? They'd be at each other's throats within a day. It took us 3 weeks to agree to institute yearly maintenance checks on every home in Tassing. The idea's had quite a bit more pushback than we'd anticipated.
New ideas always face some kind of opposition. I don't think you should let that stop you.
Thank you, Magdalyn. I understand the hesitation. Folk like to look after their own homes, their own land. But this would help protect those in Tassing who don't have the skill to fix things themselves. Who are just like Agnes or Gret. In any case, the matter is far from resolved. I imagine spring will come before anything is actually done. I'd better get back to work. Thank you for letting me interrupt your day, Magdalyn. God bless you.
Until later, Paul.
Where's your mother? And where's Anna these days? There she is. Oh my god, there it is. It's Andreas's hat.
Magdalene! Hello, Ulrich.
You have a piece of history on your head.
Hello! What are you doing? Watching. Very well. Keep up the good work. Ha, just like Mum. I will work now.
Oh, and here's Anna. She's all grown up.
God bless you, Magdalene. Hello, Anna. How are you? Oh, keeping busy. There's always plenty to do around the house. How's the mural coming? Paul mentioned your progress is quite impressive. Oh, I'll have to thank him. That's high praise from a councilman. Truth be told, he enjoys following your progress. I'll have to bring Andreas and Ulrich by sometime to see your progress. They won't get in your way, of course. I'm sure they'd love to learn about the process. You're all more than welcome, but watch your step. There's plaster everywhere. We've just mixed a new batch to keep the wall moist. It's hard to maintain the right texture when it's so cold out. Oh, I can imagine. I had a similar problem when I helped my mother in the bakery. Rolling dough in winter was such trouble. We had to throw out so many batches that wouldn't rise. Your discipline is admirable, Magdalyn. You know, I was a real rascal back in the day. Skipped on working with my parents more times than I can count.
And she stole our hat.
Little klepto. So it wasn't Big Jorg who was the troublemaker. Oh no, Jorg has always been more hard-working than me. I was a thief and a scoundrel. I started with cakes from my mother's table, still hot from the oven. Soon it was silverware, mugs, trinkets I found around town. Ulrich's little hat once belonged to Andreas Mailer, your father's friend. I stole it from his head. Of course, stealing is against the Lord's commandments. So my father would make me return everything if I hadn't eaten it already and marched me to the church to pray. Father Thomas grew accustomed to seeing me more often than Sunday mornings. What changed? I grew out of the habit over time, I think. I started to see why my parents had such a devotion to the Lord. Stealing was my way of acting out. But when the troubles started in town, I realised my thieving wasn't doing any good. I decided I'd rather honour my father and mother, as God commands. It gives me grace with Andreas and Ulrich on the hard days, and with the rest of the town too. I think everyone can learn from your example, Anna. Hopefully my present one, rather than my past. Well, I won't keep you any longer. I'm sure you have plenty of mural work to do. I'll see you later, Anna. God bless you, Magdalyn.
Oh, she's all grown up.
Magdalyn, dear, what brings you up the hill? Dad suggested I asked about your family for the mural. He said your sister used to tell him about your family history. Your family name was Caviezel, was it? Oh. Not a soul in town has asked me about my family in years. I was beginning to think my neighbours had forgotten us. I'm not surprised your father remembers the Caviezels. He was sweet on my sister before he met your mother. I am the last of us left now. You say it's Caviezel, not Caviezelin. I've always been called Caviezel, as were my sisters and mother, and her mother before her. My grandfather told me the Caviezels have lived in this area for hundreds of years. Perhaps even 1,000, though it seems impossible to imagine a time so long ago. The Caviezels were pagans? Yes, the original Bavarian people, here even before the Romans. My grandfather said his grandfather told him the Caviezels resettled the town after the Romans left. Built their new home right on the spot where they'd been living when the Romans arrived. But that's just a story. How do you know any of it's true? I heard it from my family. Do you think they would lie? I didn't mean that. Oh, no, I think you did. But it's all right. However true it may or may not be, doesn't matter, Magda. It matters that I believe it, that it connects me to my ancestors. When I think of the ancient Caviezels driven from their land, only to find it again and become Christians, they feel nearer to me. Do you understand? No, I don't. Keep your heart open to Christ, and one day you will. Thank you, Elsie. You've given me much to consider. God bless you, Magdalyn, dear.
Did we learn much?
Nay.
Hmm?
Nay.
Nay. Alright, let's head up to the Abbey.
Oh.
Who's that? Carl and
Spoon
Martha.
Man.
Hello.
Spoon Man.
Oh, but it's still so beautiful here, Martha. One more moment.
All right, take your time. Oh, hello, Magdalyn. Dad, look who it is.
Good morning, Mistress Druckeryn.
Hello, Martha, Carl. How are you today? On our usual walk around town. November hasn't grown too cold yet. Dr. Stoltz says Dad needs to keep using the leg or the pain will get worse.
And I'm getting old.
Not so old you can sit around at home telling stories. You listen to your daughter, Carl.
Eh? You girls, you think you're my keeper, is that it?
I've always been your keeper, Dad.
No arguments from me there.
Sounds like you have Martha to thank for your help.
Given that the alternative is Werner, I'm glad to have something. Can't even find his ass with both hands.
Dad?
What? Anton would have made a better doctor than him. Anton, a poor boy. Who was Anton again?
Oh,
I guess he didn't make it.
it's all right, Dad. I'm sorry, Carl.
It's not your fault, Magdalyn. Just a babe, then. I can't... It's my fault that he died.
It's not, Dad. You know it's not.
He shouldn't have been with me that night. He shouldn't have... I was a fool.
Let him continue.
The Abbey was engulfed in flames. The heat, you wouldn't believe it. See it, the hair off my eyebrows. I was bleeding. Anton tried to drag me out of the fight. Then the godforsaken Landsknecht stepped between us. I hope he burns in hell.
I can't even imagine what that was like. How old were you during the revolt, Martha? 7 or so. I didn't understand what was happening. Someone brought Dad home in the middle of the night. It was dark, confusing. There was screaming outside. Mum and a couple of the men who brought Dad in were trying to patch up the wound, but it wouldn't stop bleeding. She kept shouting, "Where's Anton? Where's Anton?" There was blood on the floor.
You cried so much you threw up. We couldn't get you to stop.
No, I couldn't understand where Anton had gone. Dad tried to explain, but...
Martha, my dear, enough of that.
I'm so sorry. How did you go on?
Did I? I don't know. Some nights I think I'm there still. The Abbey is always burning. My Helena passed not long after. I was left alone with Martha to care for.
Wait for him to continue.
I had to keep going for Martha, and somehow my daughter grew into a wonderful woman despite it all. I suppose that was all Helena's doing.
Dad, if I'm any good, it's because of you. I'm sorry I asked you to relive all that again.
No, it needs to be told. We can't let people forget. Not here, not anywhere else. The Abbey burned. People died. We have to remember, and our children have to remember. Because when no one remembers any longer, then they will all truly be dead.
It's time we continued with the walk, Dad.
Yes, dear. I'm feeling much more alive now.
Be well, you two.
Well, I suppose we're learning more about the
Revolt.
yeah, which is supposed to go on the mural.
What happened to Caspar?
Let's see if we can find his charred skeleton in the remains.
No.
Or like Crispar, am I right?
Crisp. That makes him sound like a delicious, like a toffee crisp.
Rice Krispies.
Yeah.
He's all Rice Krispies.
He did look like one of the Snap.
He looked like,
Crackle and
yeah.
Pop.
Poor Caspar.
Oh,
He deserves
no.
better than us.
I should talk to Sister Gertrude since she was a Benedictine nun at Kearsau before the Poor Clares arrived. She would be able to tell me all about the convent's history for the mural.
Convent. Let's go into this convent.
Maria's not an Asetoria.
There she is. Look at
Aw,
her. She's so
getting
brown.
she's getting like smaller.
Son of Mousefanger. That's the son of
The
Mousefanger.
son of Mousefanger.
Oh, look at that. Oh my
Oh my
goodness.
god.
Hello.
Oh my god, hi.
So is this the grandchild of Mousefanger?
Son of Mousefanger.
The son of Mousefanger. Aww.
Amazing.
That kitten is adorable.
It's like the one Ursula would always pet.
Yeah. Schlau. Do you remember Schlau?
Yeah. God bless you, Magdalyn. Hello, sister. I have a favour to ask of you. Of course, Magdalyn. I'll help however I can. I have a book, the Historia Tassai, and I can't read it very well. Can you help me translate it? Oh, I'm afraid my Latin isn't good enough to translate something like that. Its grammar structures are far too complex. I'm sorry, Magdalyn. Oh, that's all right, sister. I'll have to find another way. There was one more thing, if you don't mind. It's about the rat house mural. Oh, did you need more paint? I believe I have enough gold stored away. Oh, no thank you, sister. I have more than enough paint. I wanted to ask you about the history of Kearsau, actually. I'd like to include the Abbey's founding and the history of tassing saints to the rat house mural. I wrote to Reverend Matteo since he lived at the Abbey, but wanted to see the place firsthand. Oh, Brother Matteo became a reverend, did he? He was always suited to such a role. But I don't suppose that's what you came up the hill for? You're curious about the saint's history, yes? Yes. I was hoping you could show me around the convent and tell me about its history. The Poor Clares don't allow outsiders within the convent, even other women. Mother Francisca wouldn't like anyone coming in for such a worldly concern. I understand. However, Mother Francisca would always welcome those who are considering joining the order. If a young woman sincerely considered joining the convent, she may be allowed to enter and observe the sisters. Who knows what else she may discover while contemplating the holy life? Well, I suppose exploring all of my options can't hurt. Touring the convent will take some time. Would you like to go see Mother Francisca now?
Should we, or should we see if there's anything else to do? I think we're good, unless we want to find someone else to... Who did we have who could translate the book? There was Baltus, who's out.
Father Thomas.
Father Thomas, Gertrude, or Werner. Only leaves us with Father Thomas, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Should we take the book to Father Thomas, or not?
I guess we'll have to...
Or we can go for it. To be fair, we could find another way to translate it. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll probably have time after this.
Yeah, let's go and pretend to
Yeah, okay.
want to join the nuns. Mother Francisca, I'd like to introduce Magdalyn Druckeryn.
Shall I do her?
Oh, the printer's daughter, yes. God bless you, Magdalyn. Father Thomas told us of your father's condition, and we pray for his recovery daily.
Oh, thank you, Abbess.
Such is our duty to serve the Lord and the community that provides for us. Now, what is this about? Sister Gertrude, you know our holy rules. Why bring young Mistress Druckeryn to me?
Forgive me, Mother. Magdalyn is searching for a place in the world and is contemplating the holy life. I thought observing the sisters might aid her in her spiritual search. She was encouraged by the idea. Right, yes.
Oh, I wonder that you've never come up to the Abbey before, Mistress Druckeryn. If God is calling you to the convent, I am more than willing to help you fulfill that divine cause. What brought this change on you? Why are you interested in joining the Poor Clares?
I had a holy vision. Saint Satir told me that I was destined for higher things.
Mistress Magdalyn, would you describe this vision for me? Receiving a message from God is a grave matter.
I was sitting under an oak tree by the shrine, and Satir appeared to me. She told me that I was called to greater things than petty art.
Well, the Lord often calls us beyond the mundane. Did Satir say anything else?
She told me to pay homage to her, to bless me. I woke up and I was so shaken by the whole affair that I came here straight away.
You are quite wise to do so. Receiving such a message from the Lord must have been quite a shock. I suggest you ask Father Thomas about this vision. He has the education to best aid you there.
Oh, of course.
Well, I can't speak to the vision itself. I am happy to tell you about the Poor Clares.
These Poor Clares.
Oh. Our small convent used to be part of the larger Kearsau double monastery, as I'm sure you've been told by Sister Gertrude. However, the Poor Clares live far differently than the Benedictines that once lived here. We believe that it's not ours to produce and that it is not ours to produce and live solely on the alms of the community of Tassing as they see fit to give. Likewise, none of the sisters here owe any personal property. We share this convent as a gift from the Church. We believe that the Lord called us into a life of poverty and service. Does such a life appeal to you, Magdalyn?
I'm not entirely certain yet. I'd like to explore and look around, get a feel for the place.
Magdalyn, you must not have understood me. We have deliberately closed ourselves off from the world. I won't have a laywoman bothering the sisters from their duties or disturbing our rule. However, I will allow Sister Suzanne to show you our duties. Please, take your time. When you've finished, please come find me and we will discuss your decision to join.
Finally, I thought she'd never finish. What? Truthfully, I'm not here to join the convent. I'm looking for references for a mural I'm painting in the rat house.
Why would we tell her that?
Time to start exploring. You can either come or not. Up to you. But Mother Francisca said... She said that as long as I'm with you, it's fine to look around. Are you really going to get us both into trouble? No, I always follow Mother Francisca's orders. The convent has many parts. The kitchen, the aquarium, the chapter house, the yard, and the old workshop, though no one uses that old shed anymore. I'll leave you to decide where to go first.
Where should we go first? What's we got here? The aquarium. Is the aquarium like a... That's like a book place, right?
Oh,
It's Margaret, the blind sister.
hello, Marguerite. It's Magdalyn. Oh, Magdalyn, God bless you. You don't normally come to the convent alone. Brings you here? Not that you're not welcome, of course. It's always wonderful to have visitors. I had some spare time, and I thought I would say hello. Oh, well, hello. Oh, it's good to hear your voice, though. I enjoy it when outsiders visit the convent. Do you miss the outside world much, sister? Oh, yes, sometimes. I miss the other Benedictine sisters especially. She'd never admit it, but Sister Lisbeth had the most wonderful voice. I always stood next to her if I could. Why stay then? Why didn't you leave when the Benedictines left Curacao? Oh, truth be told, I was too frightened to leave. Curacao was my home. I didn't like the idea of becoming accustomed to a new place. Learning the convent's ins and outs was hard enough. I never went outside the convent much anyway. I don't know where I know where everything is here, even if it's changed over the years. Sister Gertrude had already planned to stay too. The garden always needs tending, and 2 hands make light work. Besides, I can't leave Mousefanger behind.
Mousefanger.
Ah, of course, she truly is Queen of Curacao. Has the convent changed very much since the Poor Clares arrived? Yes, the food is simpler, and some of the prayers are different, but all the chores and gardening is the same. Gertrude misses making ink for the scriptorium, but I've enjoyed learning the sisters' new customs. Speaking of which, I should probably return to my chores. Of course, sister. Apologies for interrupting. Not at all, Magdalyn. God bless you. My chores are petting this cat.
That's a very important chore. So we've got the kitchen, courtyard, I think the aquarium.
Yeah.
The aquarium, that's a...
I forgot what it means.
Yeah, me too. Let's go to the aquarium anyway. And find out what it is. Oh yeah, now I remember. This is the confession booth.
Here's the aquarium. Most of the Abbey's visitors come in here, but we aren't allowed to enter. We aren't allowed to go into the outside world either. Like Mother Francisca said, isolation is part of our vows. Sister Gertrude once told me that the old Benedictine sisters used to go out into town sometimes and even talk to men on occasion. And I'm stuck here, staring at these walls for the rest of my life. Doesn't seem like Sister Suzanne thinks much of her life here. Can't blame her. Even so, she doesn't seem to have the passion that Sister Gertrude and the others have. If she hates her life here so much, maybe I should encourage her to leave the order. Better to leave while she has a future ahead of her. After all, there are plenty of young men in Bavaria who would make good husbands. Still, there may be some reason she chose to stay. I don't want to overstep my bounds. Do you regret your choice to become a sister? Choice! I didn't have a choice. My father promised me to the church as a baby, some oath he swore when my mother struggled in her pregnancy. So here I was, dropped into the Poor Clares the summer I turned 17. And they took you in just like that? Nobody asked what you wanted? Why should they? The Poor Clares rely on the offerings of others, even their children, to subsist. My family is devoted to the church. I've only been in the convent for 2 years, but I'm trying my best. I don't mind the prayers of the hours, and I'm sure of my devotion to the Lord. But this isn't what I wanted. But since when did a woman ever get what she wanted without being punished? Eve couldn't even manage it. We can only do the best we can. I pray that one day it'll be different. Maybe, but we certainly won't ever live to see it. Sometimes I get jealous of Sister Gertrude, and even Sister Marguerite. At least they got to see something of the outside world before they were 20. If you could do anything else, what would it be? I would have liked to go to one of the big cities at least once. I would have been happy just to be a shopkeeper's wife. Thanks for listening, Magdalyn. Anyway, let me show you the rest of the place.
Are we corrupting this girl?
Lead on. She doesn't like being here.
Yeah, clearly. Anything in here? Nothing in here. Right, let's head to the chapel. It's just down here. And this is bound to have something good.
I remember the layout of this. I remember this place.
We've never been in this building before. No, this is the first time.
It was the same.
No. Hey, Gertrude.
She looks like a little salt and pepper pot.
Yeah.
This is the chapel where we all gather for mass and liturgy. It's the oldest part of the convent. And the most drafty. Hello again, Sister Gertrude. These sisters have done some minor retouches over the years, but it has represented the abbey from the earliest days. Oh, there's the tower and the library. The cloister is still being constructed here. Yes, the tower was a bergfried long before the structure became a monastery.
Bergfried.
What is that?
A freestanding defensive tower not built for permanent habitation.
A bergfried?
Bergfried. It's probably more like Bergfried, but...
Bergfried?
Bergfried's funny.
The duchy gifted it to the Benedictine order after the Holy Roman Empire grew. They had no use for it as a keep. These walls have protected Tassing from attacks of spirit and steel for generations. There's Latin here too. God called Lady Sabine to lead our sisters and brothers in 1261. Lord Kearsarge's castle was destroyed by fire in the year of the death of Emperor Frederick II. Only the tower remained. Well done, Magdalyn. Yes, the first lists the abbey's founding date. The Lady Kearsarge was actually the one to suggest the old castle be turned into a double monastery. We added the second shortly after the revolt. Mother Illuminata thought it would be fitting. Even if the sisters were not here, some record of what occurred would remain. Kearsarge was unique. A double monastery with 2 saints, 1 male and 1 female, to guard the town and abbey. So the foundation of the abbey was even older than the Holy Roman Empire. Many things have been built and torn down on this land over generations. Who knows what else used to be here? You are right, sister. This mural will be a great reference for the rat house. Then I'm glad to have helped. God bless you, Magdalyn.
Yeah, very useful indeed.
Now we just have to pretend we changed our mind about joining.
Shall we check out the kitchen anyway?
Yeah.
Oh wait, I know. Yeah. They mentioned the shed in the courtyard, but we went in there earlier and didn't see anything. I just want to look in the kitchen.
This is the kitchen. There's not anything that interesting here.
Wait a minute. That's the grate.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
We have been here before.
No, we've not been here, but we've been down in that grate, you know. Like, we looked up into this kitchen.
Oh. Sister Marie and Sister Isabeau take care of most of the kitchen duties, but everyone pitches in when needed.
Yeah, down here. We were down there 18 years ago. Us and Caspar. Should we talk to these two? See if they've got anything to say. God bless you, Magdalyn.
God bless you, sister. How goes the cooking?
As well as the Lord wills it. My old fingers fumble from time to time, but it is my privilege to prepare supper for the other sisters.
That's very noble of you.
Ah, just as God gave Paul a thorn in his side, so too did he give me the pains of age to strengthen my faith. Such things are a blessing when compared to the pains Christ carried upon the cross.
But didn't Christ die so that we don't have to suffer unnecessarily?
In the next life, yes, but even Christ said we would face hardships while we live on this earth. I have chosen to find meaning and devotion to the Lord through my hardship.
Thank you for sharing your perspective with me, sister.
You are most welcome, child. God bless you.
Should speak to the other one?
Yeah.
Marie.
God bless you, child. Are you delivering something? Oh, I'm considering joining the convent, so Mother Francisca graciously allowed me to visit with you. Alleluia! Glory and praise be to God. You've brought such joy to me this day, child. I haven't actually joined yet, sister. Do you have a strong stomach? Perhaps you can help Sister Usbo and me in the kitchens. I enjoy preparing meals for the sisters that nourish us, but I can never bring myself to butcher the animals. Sister Usbo has graciously taken on that task for me. We need sustenance, but I feel butchering any animal is wrong, according to the rule of St. Francis. To cause suffering on any living creature is unnecessary and evil, even if God granted Adam and Eve dominion over the animals. The kitchen seems fairly simple. Is there anything here from the convent's founding days? Oh, no more than the structure itself, I'm afraid. Cookware needs replacing over the years, though some nights a ghost appears to me by the cook fire. A lost spirit, trapped between heaven and hell. Sister Marie, not this again. Not to Magdalyn, please.
A ghost?
What made you think you saw a spirit, sister? The figure rose up through the very ground we stood on our vigils not a fortnight ago. Dawn and dusk are the hours when the boundaries between this world and the spiritual world are the weakest. Maybe the newest arrivals here, but this convent is very old. Perhaps there was something Roman underneath this foundation centuries before. The spirit may seek to know the presence of God now that it rests on holy ground. A spirit in Kiasau? Why would it come to the convent, though? Oh, it breaks my heart to think this spirit was crying out for help, trapped beyond heaven's reach. Why don't we keep going, Magdalyn? It's better not to get Sister Marie too upset. Of course. God bless you, sister. God bless you, child.
So someone's still using the tunnels in the aqueduct. Interesting.
Is it Caspar?
Caspar's still hanging around.
Yeah.
18 years later.
Yeah.
Why?
Because I said so.
Right, I think that's everything. Let's head out to the courtyard. Oh, we haven't been here.
Ugh, scalded a day. There's not much in the yard that could help you, I think. Anything that was here has long been covered in weeds. All I know about this place is that the walls were added when the convent was built onto the monastery. Oh, God bless you, Sister Benedicta. Sister Suzanne, God bless you. Oh, this ice is hot. Do I recognise you, Sister Benedicta? I think I've seen you in town once or twice. Yes, you've seen her. Sister Benedicta is the youngest of the sisters. Mother Francisca allows only one sister to deal with the townsfolk. Benedicta received this privilege. Burden, more like. I have to run around everywhere, gathering all the food and doing all the chores. I'd rather be inside where it's warm. What are you up to in the convent, anyway? I'm considering joining the Poor Clares, actually. Oh, are you? Be nice to have another new face around. Don't let me keep you. Actually, Sister Benedicta, I wanted to ask you some questions. Do you like being a nun? Oh, yes, I don't mind it at all. It's far quieter than home and I don't have to share my bed with my siblings anymore. I like to help the older sisters and I don't mind the chores, except when it's cold like this. One more question, Sister Benedicta. Have you seen any mysterious figures or ghosts lately? Ghosts? No, everything's been normal recently. Haven't noticed anything odd. Is this about Sister Marie's ghost? I think it's Mauritius myself. Oh no. Who? Mauritius. Don't tell Father Franciscus this, but I found an old book about Christian legends hidden in the workshop. It said that a Roman commander named Mauritius conquered Tassing, but the colony failed. Most of the town was empty until Christian refugees found the town hidden in the valley. It was a miracle. Christian refugees? Yes, the book said they were fleeing Roman persecution. Maybe under Nero? I don't remember. Anyway, when Sister Marie said she saw a ghost, I thought it must be Mauritius trying to get us out. A Roman ghost couldn't be happy about this tower being turned into an abbey, could he? What did you do with this book, sister? Oh, well... had it with me in the kitchen one day, and I accidentally laid the fire poker on it. Stare in shock and horror. Sister Benedicta! I tried to fix it, but it's unreadable now. Sorry, Magdalyn.
Ain't that just the way?
I suppose it's better that the book got some use before it was lost forever. Besides, that story gives me ideas for the Rat House mural. Thanks for telling me about the book, sister. I won't tell Mother Francisca. God bless you, sister. Thanks, Magdalyn. God bless you.
Should we check out the art studio?
Yeah.
Once we're finished at the convent, let's check out the art studio, and then once we're finished, we can...
How long have we been going?
I don't know. I'll find out.
The workshop's covered in dust.
This is a waste.
Yes, this was the Benedictine sisters' workshop. They used to make badges and art for pilgrims coming to see the hand of St. Moritz. Looks like everything was just left here after the fire. Nothing's been used in years. We can't subsist on painting, and the Poor Clares don't produce goods for sale. So we have no reason to be in here. art allows us to find beauty in life. Even Christ said the Father clothed the lilies of the field in beauty. I agree, but that's not the rule of the Poor Clares. Mother Francisca considers art a temptation into hedonism. Mother Francisca doesn't let us come in here unless to put something in storage. I've come in a few times and noticed some of the brushes have gone missing. Paint pots, too. You think it's the ghost Sister Marie was talking about? Ah, whatever Sister Marie thinks, I don't think spirits can enter holy ground. Besides, what would a ghost need with dried up paints and brushes? Maybe it's trying to send a message. A message? What kind of message? Maybe a warning? Smokey says ghosts come back to deliver warnings. Well, I haven't seen any dried paint around the convent, much less any warnings. I don't think it's a ghost, Magdalyn. In any case, I think it's sad the workshop is left like this. Truthfully, Magdalyn, I don't think you should join the convent, even if that's not what you were here to do anyway. Gertrude talks about you, and you seem to love your art. Without it, you'd hate it here.
No doubt. Let's have a look. What do we got?
Such valuable paint left to dry and crack on the palettes.
What a waste.
It is Caspar, and he's taken the. He's living in the tunnels. That was the guy we saw. It's Caspar.
Why would he still be here?
Because he's gone mad.
It's the ghost of Andreas coming to steal the paint.
It's Caspar.
We know the ghost is real. We saw it jump from aqueduct to aqueduct.
It's Caspar.
I don't think it's Caspar.
There's an old parchment scrap here. It's different from the others. Looks like a scrap from a manuscript. Something written in Latin on the margin. The Mithraeum of Tassing had been destroyed by a flood.
The Mithraeum, that's the...
That's the underground.
Yeah, the entrance to the tunnel. That's how we got into the tunnel that led us to the aqueduct.
Mithraeum. That's the same word I saw in the Roman section of the Schmil of the Mine. Wait, this might be from the book Sister Benedicta found. I wonder why it would mention the Mithraeum. I don't know. That's not a word I've ever heard before. There's certainly nothing in the convent by that name. Well, the note says the Mithraeum was destroyed, so I suppose it doesn't matter much now.
Well, it's still around. It's just a ruin.
These old badges are beautiful. I hope the pilgrims who bought them love them too.
Right, let's get out of here.
Well, you've seen the entire convent. There's not much here. What do you think of it?
Depressing.
To be honest, it seems like a life of drudgery. Yes, certain parts of our life here can be frustrating. It's been so long since I've spoken to anyone from outside the convent. I'm reminded of the life I once had. Now you have me thinking about whether or not I should remain with the sisters. I think you should go. Yeah, you never chose this life. You deserve to have the life you truly want. Magdalyn, I think you're right. My family's devotion doesn't have to be mine. Maybe I can find a way out in time. I'll help however I can, Suzanne. I'm sure we have spare provisions at home. Really? That would be wonderful. So long as no one found out. Anyway, we should return to Mother Francisca before she suspects something. I learned a lot today. Thank you for showing me around the convent. No, thank you, Magdalyn. Today has been more interesting than any I can remember in the Abbey. Come, let's find Mother Francisca. She'll be wanting to hear what you thought of the place.
Let's get out of here. Well, Magdalyn, what is your assessment of the Poor Clares? Is the good Lord calling you to a life with us as a sister?
I think I prefer my books and printing. And in any case, I need to finish the mural, and then I might take over for my father.
I see. Be careful that this mural does not become an idol for you, Magdalyn. Just as Eve had a weaker will than Adam, you are liable to stumble on the fruit of temptation as well. Our community is quite modest compared to the splendour of an old Benedictine house operating under the rule of a powerful abbot.
I see why fewer women are drawn to the order these days.
Thank you for allowing me inside. You are most welcome, Magdalyn. God bless you.
Why did you always say the last part?
Because she's like liberated, isn't she? She's like, I'm getting out of here.
I'm getting free!
Oh, Magdalyn, how did your little expedition go? Well, I learned about the Poor Clares, but not as much about the history of the Abbey as I wanted. But sister, there's something I don't understand. The Abbey was so prosperous. Why didn't the monks rebuild it after the fire? What a task that would be. The chapel was beautiful. The stained glass always caught my eye in the mornings. There was a great deal of anger and sadness in Tassing that night. The abbot felt the brothers and sisters were no longer welcome in Tassing and moved on. In truth, the Abbey's dissolution was inevitable. Kiasau was running out of money and patrons. The riot and fire was simply a particularly awful and painful way to end the monastery. Did anything survive the fire? Some of the buildings are intact, but all are terribly overgrown. I haven't dared forage in the rubble. I doubt you'd find anything of help for your mural inside, other than charred wood and parchment. It might still be worth taking a look if I'm careful. I worry after you sometimes, Magdalyn, I really do. Thank you for all your help, Sister Gertrude. You're most welcome, Magdalyn. God bless you.
Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. So it is now 11 a.m. Cool. I think we got a decent amount out of that, I think.
Doing all these female voices, I'm doing like I'm talking higher than I usually do. It's quite like.
You also change accent midway through. It's quite amusing.
Well, that was, I don't know. I did learn more about the founding of Kiasau. And that illustration from the manuscript, the Mithraeum, it was like the one in the mine. It is part of the history of the Abbey of Tassing. It must be written down somewhere. If only the library hadn't burned down with everything in it. The ruins are right there. Maybe not everything was destroyed.
We want to go digging through the ruins of the Abbey.
Shall we do that to finish off?
If you want, it might take a while.
Let's do it.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you convinced?
Yes.
Are you convinced Casper's going to jump out and be like,
Yeah.
"Hello, I've
Yes.
been living here for the past 18 years for reasons unknown to anyone, even myself.
Yes.
And I'm here honouring the memory of my dear dead master."
My
But then-
dear dead father.
I suppose if he left, okay, because I suppose if he left and it was Caspar, then they probably wouldn't mention any ghosts. Okay, let's go. Let's do it.
Let's go.
Let's do it. Why not?
Come on.
Man, it's kind of sad to see this place like this.
Oh. My God. This is amazing. I wonder what it must have looked like before the fire. Everything collapsed in the fire. I'll have to be careful climbing over this rubble to get past.
Easy, Magdalyn. She's such a
Gregarious.
Yeah, she's always like climbing into stuff or over stuff, like down into the mine, into this ruined abbey.
She's like an investigative journalist. She's like, I must get the story. Oh, shit.
I love the animation though.
So nice.
Climb down nice and easy. Yep, easy does it, easy does it. Oh, I guess we're not getting back out that way.
Oh, I can't get back up there. If I climb, it might collapse further.
Well, we know a secret way out.
I have to find another way out.
Oh, this is really sad.
Tower.
The
There's the
tower.
bit where What's-His-Face used to sing, you know.
Oh. Bell tower. Can we climb down these vines or up these vines? This is the only way we could go.
There's nothing left of the old staircase. I guess I can't go this way. Oh, these vines go all the way to the top, though. They look sturdy enough to hold my weight.
Magdalyn, why are you like this?
Well, there's no other way out.
Oh my god. Wow, as if we're climbing these vines all the way to the top of this tower. That's great. She's crazy. She's crazy!
I can see all of Tassing from here. I wonder if I can piece together the foundations of the Abbey and find a way to get to the library.
Whew. We are up high.
Yeah, I bet I could get down this way. The roof looks pretty stable.
I wish she doesn't fall to her death. Whoa!
Whoa there, lassie.
It's quite cool seeing like this, because obviously in the past when we got to see the Abbey in all its splendour, and now it's like a ruin. It's very sad. Okay, that's the last place we saw Caspar peeking out from behind. And there's the scriptorium. Whew. That was risky. Wow. Look at this.
Wow. Oh, God. I remember when the library burned down. Dad told me I was just a baby, but I remember flames coming out the windows. So many people were screaming and running around. I cried myself to sleep that night. I haven't seen this place since then. Doesn't look like there's anything much left inside. I suppose it was too much to hope for. Well, Magdalyn, how are you going to get out of here?
Can we not get in? Oh. And there's, what's his face's old house.
These roses seem to have made the Abbey their home. I'm glad something beautiful is still growing here.
I suppose we could head towards the, cemetery. I think that grave we dug up is still here. It looks like there's a tree growing over it. That's very cool. A wooden grave. There's Piero's tombstone. This goes back into the cloister. Yeah, looks like we have to go to the cloister. I don't think we can get out this way. This used to lead to the abattoir, didn't it? So many good memories here.
These roses seem to have made the Abbey. The roses. The Abbey. The roses.
The roses. Remember that time we dug up a body? Oh, hello.
Kitties!
Cats?
Pet.
Okay, they've made their home here.
I wonder if there are always this many cats at the Abbey. Perhaps I can ask Vushslav what he remembers during his time here.
That's a good idea. It wouldn't. Okay, now let me pet the damn cat. Oh, you little dog. Ah, yes. Majestic indeed.
Cat is like, I'm the abbot.
I'm the abbot now. Oh, it's all gone.
This place is a mess. How sad.
The chapter house. Let's have a look in here. Oh, wow.
Ooh. This is where Lorenz was felled.
Yeah, it's like someone's been doodling on the walls as well.
Oh, an old mural. It's worn, but I can still see some of the figures. A dance of death?
Who's done all these doodles?
Caspar. Wait, these figures look new. The paint can't be more than a few years old. Someone's been adding to this.
And it's very, creepy as well.
This feels wrong. Who would add new figures to the Dance of Death? And why?
I mean, this looks like Andreas burning in the flames.
That looks like Caspar burning in the flames. These look like people from the town, from here. People who died. That must be the Baron.
Oh shit, yeah.
That's Otto.
Otto, yeah.
Wait, is that...
Look, that's Andreas. Look, that's his hat.
Yeah. Someone's here.
Is it Caspar?
Hello? Who are you?
Look, that's Andreas, and that's
Yeah.
Andreas's hat, and that.
That's Caspar.
But why is he crying? And why does he have an arrow through him?
I don't know. This is creepy as fuck.
Oh no, Caspar, this is.
Is this...
Who is it?
Hello.
The door! Whoever's watching me must have opened it. I don't like this. My headphones.
Just finish your end.
I think I've seen everything left of the Abbey. I want to get out of here.
Right. Let's call it there, I think. Oh, snow.
When did it start snowing? I should get back to the rat house and get to work.
Right.
Okay.
Well,
I want to know who that was.
it won't. Wasn't Caspar.
Well, we don't know.
The ghost of Andreas.
Could just be Andreas. Maybe he survived.
Nah, he's dead.
Do we know?
No. But why would he stick around for 18 years? In
Because
an
he's
old
become a
abbey?
hermit and he's become haunted by...
The death of Caspar, which we saw in the mural, because Caspar gets shot by an arrow and those were tears coming from him. Oh my god, I swear that... I think it has to be. Like, no one else was there for all those events. Well, I mean, there were other people, but...
So it's either Andreas who isn't dead or it's Caspar
Who's
who's...
tragically traumatized. I mean, who else could it be, really? Who else could make that art? It's Brother Guy. Pierre's dead. It's obviously not the other old. Adoc's dead. Fering's dead. Could be Brother Guy. It's not Brother Guy.
But Brother Guy was like so
Boring.
inconsequential.
Yeah.
No offense, Brother Guy.
Oh man.
kinda
This
wanna
is a bigger mystery. This is a bigger mystery.
This game just keeps
It does.
throwing
It does,
curveballs.
yeah. Now it's like, we need to know. And also, yeah, we still haven't got the Historia Tessia translated. It's gonna have to be Father Thomas who we take it to.
I really want to look up who that is, but I
feel
don't
like
know.
you. I get it feels like you already know.
I don't know. I actually don't. I don't know anything about this game.
I think you shouldn't look it up because that's more interesting.
Yeah, I know, but oh.
Shall we finish this session for now?
Okay.
We can come back to it whenever you like.
Okay.
Because we've been going for a little bit and your headset needs recharging.
Yeah, and I would like to eat some dinner.
Model needs food.
I do, but I also want to know who this is.
We'll find out. I think we know.
Do we know?
No, we don't. I have no idea. That did give me chills though when I saw like the mural
scribbled.
of the...
That was the creepiest thing that's happened
Yeah, it
so
was.
far.
God. I reckon
So
it'll
it's
be...
either Andreas or Caspar are living in the ruins.
It's gotta be Andreas, really. Well, because if we managed to send Caspar away, then there'd be no one here. Although I suppose then there'd be no one here and there would just be no mystery. Sorry, like, it's gotta be Andreas, but... He did die. Everyone got... Why would he stay here? Someone would have seen him. Someone would be like, oh, hey, it's Andreas.
No, because...
He's a hermit now, living beneath the tunnels. I mean, if it is, he clearly, you know, he's come up into the convent to take paintbrushes and food
Yeah.
and paints.
Because he can't leave.
We have to get back to this soon and find out.
Yeah.
But let's call it for now.
Okay. Let's call
We'll
it.
come back to it real
okay.
soon, though.
Okay.
Let's say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Any-
Oh, life lessons.
Yes, anything for us?
You know, if you didn't really want to join the nuns, leave.
She didn't have a choice.
No, well, she does now. You know, leave
Does
do
now.
on.
Leave the nuns.
If you want to depict human sacrifice on your mural, that's up to you, but understand it might upset
Oh
the
yeah.
monks.
I feel like it's going to upset some people.
And you know what? If you live in an old abandoned abbey because you regret your past decisions, maybe talk to someone about that.
Yeah,
It's not
maybe
healthy.
get some counselling, seek help, talk to
that's
someone.
not healthy. Yeah.
Well, yeah, looking forward to the next. This act has been my favourite so far.
Yeah.
Even though we're not playing as Andreas, and I miss him dearly, I'm happy to join this act the most.
Because everything's feels like it's starting to knit together. In a way.
Yeah.
Like things are coming back that happened before.
Mm-hmm. But yes, so we'll end it for now and come back to this real soon.
Yes.
So until next time, as our dear Andreas, potentially not dead, used to say. Until next time.
Until next time.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.